All right, so what we'll do is try to figure out how to set up PhpStorm so you can work from home or anywhere. So PhpStorm is here, and if you installed it, started it, then this is probably pretty close to what it looks like. You will not have a project over here yet, so I would just go ahead and create a new project. Come out here and get untitled, and give it a name that you want. CITC 1317, fall 2018, whatever you think makes most sense to you. So I've already got one. It's empty project there called fall 2018. All right, so what I want to do next is hook into the development server. And so if you go to Tools, Deployment, Configuration, and pull that up, I've already got mine hooked in, but this is what you would do with yours. So you'll select SFTP, not FTPS, but SFTP, and that'll get you port 22 is what we've been using. Then you put in CSCI Linux.northeaststate.edu, and then port 22 should already be selected. Put in your username and your password. And then if you want to save, if you're home, you probably want to save that password. After you do that, test your connection. You should get a success, a message. Click OK. And then come down to auto detect. And what that will do is it will show you your directory structure. If you click on the little folder there, then you can see here that it gives me, it goes into the root, and I don't want the root. If you want to select your folder, go to Home, then find your username, and in my case, it is DL Blair. I'm going to go into there, and here I can either select DL Blair, or I can actually go into my public_HTML. So that's where your website will be, public_HTML. All right, so I'll just select that and click OK. And so this is what that will look like. Go OK, and then go back to Tools, and go to Deployment, and then Browse Remote Host. And then you'll get a window over here that shows you what your website looks like. Yours will probably be empty or maybe just one file in it. Now I have several in mine. This is my index.html. And so if I go to my browser, this is what my index.html looks like. By default, that's what the browser, actually what the Apache web server will pull up and send to the browser when I request it. So I do not have to put in index.html, but I can. But you'll see what happens there. Either way, I get the same page. So by default, Apache will dish up the index.html if there's one in that directory. And there is. The last thing is note that I don't have a port selected here. If you remember, maybe if you've seen this before, I could put a colon and then select a port. By default, the port is always 80. So I could change that. If, let's say I set up a web server that listens to port 8080, then I can put that down here. Otherwise, I can put :80 / and you'll see nothing changes. In fact, it removes the 80. On a Linux box, your home directory is a tilde, then your username, but you do not have to put public_HTML. It will do that. That's where it looks automatically. That's what's set up in the configuration files. So once you have this set up and your public_HTML mapped, you see right there it is in mine, Then all of this is in my public underscore HTML. By default, it picks up that index.html when I come in here to my web page right here, and shows me that page. All right. So we'll get to creating some web pages and PHP applications on the next one.